I wonder why my battery drains or not. But this is, I mean it when I say it, this has to be a micro live stream only because I'm low on battery and I'm also getting pretty tired. I'm going to turn off my alarm for tomorrow morning. Speaking of alarms, it's so funny. My sleep alarm just went off, so which means I won't get any random calls in the middle of the night and stuff. Usually I do that for work because I need a full night's rest if possible. This won't be too long, probably no longer than 10 minutes, but right now it's just been a hot minute. And when I mean hot minute, I mean 2 weeks since I've done a live stream. Secondly speaking, I do want to apologize. I did want to do a live stream for more in San Diego, but I was with family. I also wanted to go to Tijuana, which I did, but I went with family, and whenever I go with family, we do not do anything fun, so I do apologize about that. I remember I came here too last year, and I came here on Thanksgiving Day, so it wasn't as nearly as busy as it is today. But I acknowledge probably these college students and also people who are off or people who may have a 980 schedule like me, and maybe this is their off day, I don't know. We are getting closer to the holidays. If I'm not mistaken, I think. Look, they have ice skating. Old Town Temecula. Okay, so they call this downtown Old Town Temecula. Let's make sure. I try to put downtown Temecula. It doesn't show up. This is their city hall, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is their city hall. It's really pretty. I don't know what the fuchsia and blue represents, but that's the colors for tonight. So, I'm gonna try and go to the winery tomorrow. I've been to a winery before, but I haven't had anything to drink. They have geranium, red and white geranium for the season. They just did. And let me go. And let me go. That's hilarious. This is City Hall. They call this Old Town Temecula, even though this is technically, downtown. So I guess downtown is their old town, or old town is their downtown. This is basically the Napa Valley. In case y'all didn't know, this is the Napa Valley of Southern California. A lot of wines you find are grown here in this region, Temecula. And Temecula is part of Riverside County. So, I guess that's a fun fact. Here's a hot air balloon. Not an accurate depiction. Actually, most of it's turned off. And you have the beautiful Christmas tree right there. Not as much decor, but honestly, the architecture and just the historic ambiance speaks for itself. I think that might be a museum, but I could be wrong. And then here, obviously that's City Hall over there. They call it Old Town. Old Town is their downtown. I came here last year for Thanksgiving and it was not nearly as busy as it is today. Ouch. This is a beautiful area. Just come on and walk in. It's like its own little park. I'm sure they probably have some events here in the grassy area. Just have a picnic. Beautiful water fountain. Cohesive theme, which I see is blue and fuchsia. Roses, white and pink roses. Lovely Christmas tree. And then that's a pretty big ornament. It's hard to tell on camera, but that's a pretty big ornament. I'll go up one more time and I sit in the grass and then I head back down into the rest of town. Oh, this is very well trimmed. Look at this. Hello. It's currently here in Temecula. Temecula. If you didn't know about Temecula, just think of Napa Valley, but Southern California. Temecula. Like I said, it's Temecula. It's in Temecula is a wine valley, wine country here in Southern California. If you know what Napa Valley is, it's pretty much the Napa Valley of Southern California. So yeah, California is very, very big. But yeah, there's different regions. There's Sonoma County, there's Napa Valley, or Napa County, I'm not sure. I think it's a county, I'm not sure. But yeah, Temecula is the wine country, or pretty much the Napa Valley of Southern California. It's honestly nestled between like Riverside, well, it's in Riverside, like a 45-minute drive from downtown, from Riverside City. And then, yeah. They have the actual valley. It's, yeah, beautiful. All the wine countries and stuff. You definitely gotta have a car or a shuttle to get there. Not easy places to get to if you don't have a car. Road waiting. Ideally, it would be nice if you could take a train to get straight here. But that's probably not the case. I don't know of any trains that go here to Temecula. Okay, I'm gonna head back into town. Actually, I went here. I think it's the 909. Also, there aren't a lot of nice places to stay, unfortunately. You really gotta watch just do your research. It seems like there are some places that seem to be nice but have like a less than 4-star. Like, yeah, reputable brands in the pub. Oh, okay. Oh wait, they're closed? Holy, I came in the nick of time. I just went here to 909.
She comes back. E questa ricordare
I saw a lot of people wearing white. I thought like there was a dress code to enter here. It's kind of concerning. Excuse me. Yeah, this place is pretty nice. Service is pretty good. This area right here reminds me a bit of Huntington Beach. Again, I'm in Temecula. Can't go for too long only because my battery's pretty low. And I am kind of tired. Ooh, it was an early day today. I had to wake up at like 5:30. But I woke up at 5:15, so I took a nap during lunch, so I think that's why I'm not running too much on fumes. Otherwise, I'd probably be sleeping by now. Yeah, this area is kind of looks like it's cold. We can sit down here. Get too tired like this. See the I'm sure they probably serve some good breakfast here at the Swinging Cafe. Oh well. Not that I was really gonna get that's the sucky part about recording live and stuff. It's a chance that you may come across music like that. It's at Old Town Garage. I think you can park here for free. Allegedly. Don't take me up on that. But I don't see any signs, and I feel like there should be a place where you should just pull up and park. Cause oh look, a smiley face. I'm so tired. Dang cow. I mean, I know there's other places that has crazy parking, like New York. But I'm still, at least, NYC has great transit facilities. You cannot say the same about a lot of California. So yeah, it's really hard to find parking. If you do find parking, it's always expensive. They always want you to pay for parking. So if people could just leave their cars here, like as long as they need to, that would be great. Oh look, they have an orange tree. You can tell it's real since now is the time to, now is the citrus season, at least here in Southern California. Down Temecula Wi-Fi district. Yeah, so Old Town is pretty much downtown. Some cities are like that. I'm not sure if Orange is like that. Tustin might be like that, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it's been a year since I came here to Temecula. This is my third time coming, and this is like my second time actually exploring. So staying here longer than like an afternoon. So that's cool. Ideally, the roadway in is in a good location. It's pretty central. You just walk right out, walk a block or two, and then right in the stuff down in the center. It comes with a pool. Parking might be included, but only issue is it seems like the facilities are dated. So that's one thing you have to consider. That. Like, did I bore anybody with my hotel facts? Oh, look at that. 1859. It is 2025. They're old. Almost 170 years old. They're only like 166, so it's still a big number. Big number. Anyways, you go this way, I don't know where you go, but I'll just go right back into Old Town Temecula. Wait, that's what it says, right?
Sorry.
No worries. Wait, I can't tell. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I want a bike. I always forget to bring my bike with me. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's both downtown, Old Town. I didn't see you. They should have a "You Are Here." Oh my God. There's a bridge. I think this was the bridge that I walked along. Might go there tomorrow. I don't really feel that safe kind of going into darker territory when it's, after dark. Even though it's well lit and there are more people here, I do appreciate that. And so I was just kind of walking alone. My family was in a room. It was Thanksgiving, so there weren't as many people around. Maybe like 2 or 3 people I've seen. A lot of cars pass. Well, some cars passing by, but yeah. But since it's not Thanksgiving, and it's a Thursday, and still kind of busy for a Thursday, I kind of wasn't expecting this. Oh, like they have a nightclub, Bailey's, established in 1992. So yeah, nightlife is kind of popping, and it's only a Thursday evening. So I'd say I am impressed. I know this is also a tourist destination. I think that might be a nightclub stampede. For a Thursday, I'm actually quite impressed. I went to the 909. I got there right at the right time, so it looked like I probably ordered right before the kitchen closed. And now they closed their front doors. And just like the restaurant is closed up, so I give it like a 7. I didn't really like the burger that much. Honestly, if they had like it was a portobello. It was just a big mushroom. I wasn't working, and the fries were kind of short. So, but everything was well seasoned. I did like the deviled eggs. I highly recommend the deviled eggs. The fries are good. I just wish they were longer. But I kind of ended up not finishing all of it. I feel like they have karaoke. What else? Yeah. And then they have shots for tots. Heaven knows. I know he's joking around, but I don't like when people scream like that. Why do I always come across karaoke when I have no one else to sing it with? The heck, man? No, I haven't done karaoke in a while, but
It is what it is. Get used to it.
I know.
that's so annoying. It's always when like, God, I want to do karaoke. I mean, I can. But I prefer to do it with my friends. So if you want to do some karaoke, the pub offers it. I'm not going to do it. If I end up doing it, I'll probably just get shy. Well, I mean, I'll just leave right afterwards. That's cool. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm stepping in something I'm not supposed to. Sunset Market every second and fourth Thursday. City Hall. Don't know what that is. Okay. It's probably a long way too, but I love me some karaoke. That's all I want to say. I love me some karaoke. And I also have low battery, so maybe that wouldn't have worked out anyway. Okay, yeah, this is where we started. Over there. So, and then this is the bridge. It was not well lit, I'm not going down it. Temecula Olive Oil Company. I recommend it. Their stuff is pretty good. Is this lemongrass? I think this is lemongrass. And then they have olive. And then this looks like pomegranate. Yep. Pomegranate. Yeah, they sell olives. Fig. That might, I can't tell what it is. More olive. Yeah, they sell olive saplings, olive tree saplings, and they're really good. I got some and I enjoyed it. My mom went in the store. I didn't really see it that much. I may go in tomorrow. I'm not sure. It looks like it's an herbal store. They sell CBD, not THC. A lot of crafty stores and stuff. A lot of neat things. Next. Yeah, so they're really honing in onto the historic. Please bring any packages. Oh. This is a, I don't want to jinx anything. Let me knock on wood. But Temecula is relatively safe. It's pretty safe. Yeah. Really hone in. I mean, this was like around the frontier days when this was all created. Look at that sign and moves. Penny Pickle's workshop. Okay, so the bridge is well lit. I'm really happy to see that. Wine tasting. So if you're in town and maybe you want to do a little sample, if you like certain wines, if you want to pair it with a meal or cheese. Yeah. Okay. Got a free library, it looks like. Okay, so the bridge is well lit. I'm very happy to see that. Oh. Always forget that you can ride your bike here. It's so annoying. And I smell some algae. I'm excited because when I came here last year, it was cloudy like pretty much most of the day. The sun somewhat came out around like dusk, around sunset, so that was a bit of a bummer coming into town and it was cloudy. So that's all I honestly remember of Temecula. So hoping the weather stays good tomorrow. You can smell the algae, and you can smell the algae. Oftentimes you can tell there isn't a lot of running water. And to be fair, it's been a pretty dry season. Pretty dry year, so it's understandable why it smells the way it does. A lot of people live along this area here. Okay, maybe it's better. Yeah. I am going to try and go. Well, not trying. I'm gonna go to a winery tomorrow. Of course, coming from work, a lot of places are already closed. What is this? Temecula. Multi-housing program. Yeah. Something about crime and making sure, you know. No, yeah, Temecula's pretty safe. Look at that. Look at that. I'm kind of sad because I have, I know people who live close to here, but it's very isolated. Okay, some water is here. If I were, like, there was a opportunity to work in Hemet. If I did work in Hemet, I'd probably live here, and I would commute to Hemet, and then come back here. But even here, it's not as busy as I'm used to. I'm used to the hustle and bustle. So, you know, places like Los Angeles, San Diego, of course, New York City. That's where I was born. So yeah, I do like here. It's definitely a calmness, a little getaway. But Temecula is definitely beautiful. I'll tell you what would be very nice. So if you come here for like a weekend trip, I think 2 nights would definitely be sufficient. Let's see, this is lavender. I feel they have bike rental company. But anyways, 2 nights. So like the first day you come in and you settle in, definitely come in early to maximize the time you have. Hello. Time to Temecula. Oh yeah, ugh. So it's like a dead animal or a fish. Oh my goodness, a lot of odors. Anyways, yeah, you could come here during the weekend. Maybe visit a winery like during after you settle in. Then you know come into town, hang out. And then day 2, wake up early in the morning. Oh, a bookstore. Romance bookstore. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, come in next morning. You gotta get up really early if you want to go on the hot air balloons. That's something you have to keep in mind. And then, yeah, because I think they also provide meals and stuff. Come check out. Well, I guess you can just maybe sleep in a bit. Grab lunch if you're not back already. Maybe like brunch, like late lunch. Then come back home. Go back. If you want to, you can go to another winery. Maybe go on a half-day tour. And then they also have the Pachanga Casino Resort. A lot of people do go there. So if you're into, gambling or gaming, you can do that. And then, yeah, next day, probably request late checkout if you want to sleep in again. And you have the rest of the day to pretty much do whatever you want. So, if anybody's interested, I plan trips. I've been planning trips for like the past 2016, 2017, for like the past 9 years since I was like 17 years old. And of course, the first one is always going to be room for improvement. So it was definitely a room for improvement kind of situation, but yeah, just let me know if y'all interested, and I'll help you plan your little trip. Temecula is definitely a great weekend destination, especially if you have, a 980 schedule, if it's a holiday weekend. Of course, it's going to be more expensive, but it'll also be pretty nice. They were doing the ugly sweater contest here, and I got kind of annoyed because I actually brought a ugly sweater. I'm not wearing it, but I'm like, damn. One time I don't wear my ugly sweater. There's a lot of police and sheriff. Like at least the fifth or sixth one I passed by. How fitting. They have longer they're growing. It's actually very firm. Oh, there it is. I recommend their stuff. I use their lotion. Also, I have their soap, but I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and buy some more. I still have some. It's not cheap. Disclaimer, is not cheap, but it is really good stuff. And they have the arcade. Go and play games. These are more things if you're here with a group of friends or significant others. This ended up being kind of long. I thought this was only going to be like 5 minutes. I'm having fun though. This is exactly why I came, So I do gotta use the bathroom. Now I can wait. You could expect to find a lot of upscale Italian restaurants and places like these. I'm sure it's the same for places like Napa Valley. Here's their steak, and a lot of these places offer cheese and ham palettes to pair with wines. I think, my battery's kind of low. No, not kind of, it is. I'm not too far from the car. Okay, I know they got this from Home Depot. You ain't fooling me. I think on Saturday, sometime during the weekend, they have farmers markets. And it sucks because I work during the weekend, so I don't know. It would be nice to come, but if y'all are here, this is also another reason why you should come on the weekend. If you are a lover of farmers markets, roses, and see, look, Bottega Italia, another kind of upscale-ish Italian restaurant, Italian coffee right there. Oh, I didn't even know there were still people in there. Yeah, all around. It's pretty nice though. Okay, we're getting closer. I think once I reach the sign, I'll have to end it. In that parking lot, I think they have the farmers market. They had something last time. Maybe that was just a bathroom. I don't remember. But they do have public restrooms. Just remember to keep it clean. Looks like a Turkish gift shop. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I love that. Now if that's like $30, which I know it's not gonna be, I would get that. I have to come back. It's $66. It's 66. It's beautiful. But it's $66. It's expensive. It's beautiful. It's expensive. They sell gifts. This is a gift shop. The Gardener's Cottage. Yeah, I went in here one. They sell really nice souvenirs and stuff in there. Oh, there's a fire truck. Oh no, ambulance. Oh, they're okay. Oh, stay or good hands. Well, I think this might be a candy shop right here. No, yeah, it's called the Sugar Spot, so that sounds good. Hot cocoa bar. That looks like AI. Little festive car. Yeah, they're doing. That's why I love coming here. Okay, we're almost there. This did not end up being a micro live stream at all. Next time, I'm just gonna put my phone to charge before. Okay. It's safe to do so. I'm gonna cross the street. Yeah, like 5%. Okay, here's the sign. And here's a sign that I gotta and things. But yeah, this was nice. This is definitely worth the journey it took to get here. I will try and go live again. I will be going live again. I will be going abroad, so please stay tuned for that if y'all are interested in Europe destinations. I will try and get just get something. But yeah, stay tuned. I love to travel. I love to do things like this. This was a little getaway. And yeah. So until next time, which will be very soon, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Yeah. Peace. I'm at 3%. These Galaxy thing that after under 10% the battery dies pretty quickly. So yes, thanks for stopping by, y'all. And I'll see y'all soon. Subscribe please. Good night.